I ain't got no brains. Maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that got some brains. Jealous your boy. Maybe you can figure out the best way to finger uh Shane's mama. The best way to keep Shane's mama more moisturized is to keep the moisturizations is it down to before they got a hibbity hibbity hop. I'm talking about Tigger type of bouncing. I'm talking about we talking about hopping all the way around to where a spoonful of sugar makes an ingredients into the foot cream to where how many foot creams it takes to make your stomach up chucks McGrucks into where's the underwear's got to be where's around the chestnuts. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that got some brains. There was once, it is once, and was once to be against one of those diggity things that's about to happen with the diggity things, but then it you guys to remembers that there ain't no ways, ain't no ways to get a free 99 downtown reach around if you ain't hollering that skip. Can I get some brains up in the chickadee chat, y'all? The wheel guy left town. The wheel guy figured out the best way to figure out a shocker is to throw that beef sleeve at Richard's wife, y'all. If y'all loving Richard's wife's the way your boy loving Richard's wife, I need some beef sleeves up in the chicken chat, y'all. How many tickety times you got Skip? Skip just lost to gravity. I don't even know what happened to him. I didn't even hit him. I swears I ain't even touch. I didn't put hands on my man's. I ain't put no hands on my man's, and he just lost the gravities out here. While I'm trying to play peekaboo. Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. This is where I try to learn y'all how to find banana peels up in the dumpsters when I'm diving. Why you think I'm wearing giggity goggles? I'm trying to snorkel up in this monies. Do you know? Do you know how many used berry socks has got me getting pregnant in the last months? King Court spamming brains. Can I get some brains up in the chicken chat, y'all? Maybe know somebody that got some brains. Hola, mi amo Z. Good to see you're still breathing. Good to see Boney back on the bone chain. By the way, I'm happy to see that Boney back on the bone chain. My child support levels of rents of the respecting this has gone down immensely due to him being back on the bone chain since the last liggity live. But if you miss that money, you gotta play pigaboo with Richard's wife and that beef sleeve, though, son. Hey, hola, mi amo Z. Good to see you're still breathing. Can I get some brains up in the chicken chat, y'all? Won't even busted, be bigger than busting off the chicken chain, and we trying to recapture them, and we won. Well, look at, we got him. He was over there trying to play with the yard birds, and then we caught him. That's right, we caught Boney. There is no way. Look, proof in the pudding. Ain't no way you can't say that did not catch Boney today. I caught that money, son. Hola, mi amo Z. Can I get some brains up in the chat, y'all? I mean, like, what am I supposed to do after what I just diggity did? Some tickety time. You like, what am I supposed to do after what I just did? Well, how I top that monies? Well, how I top that monies is I try to pop out the biggest, fuzziest avocado out of the front side of my diaper wipey. Well, I encourage y'all to get the eyeballs up in the chickadee chat and slap that money right off the camera screen. And I think that maybe we might find be very quiet and take them socks off in this liggity live. And we might figure out the best way to find where the Kisa carrot really originated from. We might find out about the holidays and where Santa Claus tried to pop out a rose on Shaboy and then tell me that that was gonna be the best business deal I could ever do. Hands up in the chickadee chat. Y'all having a happy day. Hola, mi amo Z. I got my goggles on. I'm trying to deep sea dive. I heard we was gonna dive at 5, but it turns out of a downtown reach around that is a little bit later. Ain't no brains there. Do you think that we know how to watch and stop watch at times, or how many times? How many times that clicker of that pecker checker gonna go? Balls up in the chickadee chat. I pulled the fuzzy avapaz out the right hole. I think that y'all being naughty, y'all YouTube. Gucci goo. Gucci goo. Y'all being Gucci goo. Y'all being naughty. Can I get the eyeballs up? Hola, I'm OZ. Welcome back to the dark side. Can I get some brains up in the chickadee chat, y'all? That piggly wiggly squiggly though. That money be hitting different than Nosy. Nosy knows. Nosy lost his eyeballs. Nosy knows that piggly wiggly squiggly be hitting difference. Why do you think we got the piggly wiggly squiggly still involved? I know that I've been trying to kegel in the morning time. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chickadee chat, y'all? Eyes up. Hola, I'm OZ. Can I get some brains? I don't know if you know that they know that. I know that they know that. I know that you know that they know that. I know that you know that they know that. I know that the influstration rations are where the inflections or where the lung capacities is reached to mount capacities or how many capacities of the capacity and this is even a but I have never did that except I did that off of Shane's mama's bony. You ever tried to tell Shane's mama that you ain't gonna sniff nothing off her bony? You got bigger brains than me. I ain't got no brains. Maybe know somebody. Maybe know somebody got some brains. Can I get some brains up in the chickadee chat, y'all? Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Hola, I'm OZ. I'm trying to inform y'all about how these piggly wiggly swigglies be hitting them multiples. Son, you try to over here try to reinform to the informednesses of how many times knowledges could be passed by the National Geographics. You try to talk about elephant tusks. That's outdated and old. They extinct, son. They like the dodo birds. You don't understand this? I ain't got no brains. Maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that got some brains. Can I get some brains up in the chickadee chat, y'all? Oh, I'm OZ. This is the dark side of the interwebs. I'm talking in codes like Shane's mama trying to do downtown reach arounds with you. As long as you got the right price, maybe you could probably pay somebody to get the right price. But unless the price is right, the price is wrong, Bob. Why you think we gotta be playing chasing manholes down manholes over there? Four hitting balls, trying to chase dudes down holes. What do you think we doing playing peekaboo, peekaboo? Hola, mi amo Z. Can I get some brains up in the chickadee chat, y'all? I ain't got no brains. I ain't got no brains. I thought I sneezed, but I sure did. Good thing I got a zombie coat brand typey wipey. Too bad y'all being naughty. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chickadee chat? Yeah, no brain. That's a no brainer. No brain. That's a no brainer. Whoa, I almost dropped everything again. How many times do I have to drop everything again before I drop everything and then drop it again? Riddle me that. Answering the chickadee chat. If we get the right answer, we'll freaking tell grandma. That means Skip ain't gonna pass the 10 check. That's right, hitting them multiples. Hola, mi amo Z. Can I get some brains up in the chickadee chat? I once tried to do a downtown reach around for my own selves to see how the free 99 works, and then Richard in the beef sleeve started to hurt grandma over how many glizzies got to get used. And then once they started to try to tell her that they got to beat her in the head with the glizzies and start throwing them, whipping them across the whole tent, then I had to speak up. I'm like, why, Richard, why you and your wife doing beef sleeves? Richard, your wife on your mouth on your wife clam slam, your wife mouth on your clam slam. Why y'all still got abilities to throw glizzies at grandma is absurdness to your boy. I mean, how y'all even seeing straight? You looking like googly eye, googly madness. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chickadee chat? I peekaboo. I'm sorry, peekaboo. Can I get some brains, y'all? I do know that they know that. I know that they know that. I know that they know that. I know that the amounts of socks that have been getting spammed up in the chickadee chat should not be allowedness. It's for a amount of loudness is the cat in the houses and the mouses that floats down from the cattails from when the pollen gets into the air and you start to sneeze. There is too many socks being spammed up in the chickadee chat, y'all. We do not need no many socks. There's way too many socks. That we do not need no many more socks. There's no more socks. Yes, right. No side, but then you're gonna spam side. No side. When you spam a side, that's like a fairy getting a fairy wings back when you clap your hands and Peter Pans. All right, Tony. Hola, mi amo Z. Good to see you're still breathing. Welcome back to the dark side. Can I get some brains up in the chickadee chat, y'all? I tried to drop some douche juice on my douche juice caboose. Good thing I'm wearing my zombie coat brand diaper wipey. If I wasn't doing so, son, I wouldn't be able to have so much protection. Why you think I'm wearing these goggles when I'm deep sea diving, defying gravities? I can't stop leaving DNA on the socks. Boney be busting off the bone chain, y'all. Can I get some brains up in the chickadee chat, y'all? Hola, mi amo Z. I'm trying to teach y'all about how bonobos act and react. Y'all think that I'm capping. Y'all think this is all not actual factuals. This is not what's about to be happening in Wikipedia and thiggity things, YouTube. The moisture levelization, the Shane's mama is going down, diggity, down. To the look at the low price on free 99 like Skip be giving away them downtown reach around. I'm trying to inform y'all that there is one little thing that y'all forgot to remember to forget to remind to forget to why y'all get to me to forget that? I thought that I had told you to reminds me. And now y'all coming over here spamming socks talking about Barry. Barry gonna be El Presidente's, huh? Now Barry wants a boat. Now Barry wants a banana boat. Barry don't get no banana split. Now Barry wants oatmeal. Hola, mi amo Z. Can I get some brains up in the chickity chat if you want to vote for Shaboy? And can I get some socks if you want to vote for Barry, y'all? I ain't a fan. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Grandma. I'm a fan of camel toes. Can I get the eyeballs off of my camel toe YouTube? Can I get the eyeballs up in the chickity chat? Y'all starting to be a little bit naughty in the diggity dang 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 dang. I gotta get the eyeballs. Why don't you just ask me on a date, sir? I know that you know that I know that you know that I know that you know that you got a big ass crush on your boy. That's why you can't get your eyeballs off my camel toe. I mean, could you buy me dinner that, I mean, we could crawl into a dumpster? I will snuggle with you in a dumpster, sir. If you think that I won't, I'll take my free dinner and a free tasty treat. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody. They maybe know somebody. They got some brains. Hola, mi amo Z. Good to see you're still breathing. That's right. Eyeballs up. Hola, mi amo Z. Good to see you're still breathing. What's that look like? Well, I mean, this thing, now that I got it like this, it seems to be working fine. I was having technical difficulties. I don't know if you know how technicals, when you get like a T, you try to score touchdowns, then like T, you're like touchdown. I'll try to score a touchdown from the free throw line. Try to turn grandma into the clam slam, and then next thing you know, legs above the head, freaking ceiling of the tent down by the river getting torn down, the wind dragging us off down in the woods. I don't know if you know about those tickety things though, but dang, I need to get a refund, son. Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. How many ticketed times you try to get a refund on your 10 down by the ripper, and then Wally Worlds won't go re-accepting it, or Menard say big ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that got some brains. Can I get some brains up in the chickity chat, y'all? Peekaboo. Hola, mi amo Z. Good to see you're still breathing. I am skipping between jokes. I do apologize to those diggity things, but stuff and things. You ever almost start World War Threes? You ever been there and you about to start World War Threes, and then you start throwing shockers, and you're like, forget about the blockers. We about to be all shockers, son. Today was very close to being sockless in the Liggity Live. Anybody was there up in from under cheese, thank you for being there. But everybody that's here for being here, thank you for being here. Thank you for laughing and tibbity tapping. As you know, thus in conclusion, there's so many tibbity taps. You about to make grandma bust out her bag splash, and we ain't got enough tickety time for that. Oh, the new. Don't mind if I do. I drop a dose juice in my diaper wipey. Zombie Coke brand diaper wipies. How many Zombie Coke brand diaper wipies you go through in a liggity life? I go through lots. Big splash. The moisture levels are going down, diggity down, due to Shane's mama not having the ability to get moist. Her moisture levels is going diggity down to where I gotta pop out through every liggity live. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that got some brains. Yeah, these yardbirds be getting fed actual, son. Ain't no joke. I mean, it's a little bit of a joke, but I mean, being Shaboy, it really ain't no joke. For the jokes, it's a joke. How you watch out for a 30-yard bird? I mean, like, it's like watching out for gravities. I think. I ain't sure. I don't know how to tell time. Does anybody know how to tell time uh, on their cellular devices or like the telekinesis or where you can tell time? Where's the time at? Who's got time? Hell yeah, y'all. But I definitely almost started World War Three. Well, not World War Three, but something like that, but like War of the Worlds, where like a clam slam ends up ending up with an ovipositor shutting that deuce juice caboose, and then gets sold for their lips to their deuce juice caboose, and then somewhere I have to play in the place of this, and I gotta be the one that's like, let's run this game. I ain't have no toes, not in my mouth. World War Shane's mama. Yeah. ah, ah, that's what I'm gonna say tomorrow, huh? I need to write that down. I'm writing that down. Hell yeah, chicken to check, yo. Oh shoot. Said my chili pepper fell. World War Shane's mama. Hell yeah. Yeah. I ain't make it somewhere I can go, oh, alright, there you go. Now, thanks guys for that idea, but it's never gonna be public. It's gonna be something I say in private that we created in the public's peekaboo, peekaboo. Hola, mi amo Z. I am el presidente of the dark side. Can I get some brains up in the chickadee chat? Anybody trying to go sockless in this liggity life, looking like an ovipositor that they paid overpriced for on Bad Dragon. You did not get that low liggity low price off of Timu. I mean, they might die out after the first 2 days of you having it. The charger might not plug in the right way. We starting to run into new coincidences, the things that things that might be happening up in with the charging range, to where the pluses and the minuses don't equal to algebras. Oh, it's because Shane's mama fell through the roof like Santa Claus. She delivered a whole bunch of presents. It got really moist when she landed. You never had Shane's mama land through your tent down by the river? Shoot, son. That's why I got goggles on the top of my head. I gotta protect my nuts. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody. They maybe know somebody that got some brains. Hola, mi amo Z. Good to see you're still breathing. There shall not be any more eyeballs to be mentioned. Of the eyeballs with about. Everybody knows that eventually the balls will go blue. They turn blue, and then they end up floating down the river and going down the river bend to the next yard bird that's trying to go over here and connect with the with the blue balls. The blue balls, they start to get bouncy, bouncy. You try to score a touchdown. Try to score a touchdown. The next diggity thing. You end up kicking field goals. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. That was just a story time off the dome. I'm not sure exactly that there was a message behind that, but there's some. I mean, I got to talk about trying to hunt down blue balls. If you ever try to hunt down blue balls, the way I try to hunt them down, you probably gonna want to find out how to ask Skip better advice. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody. They maybe know somebody. Peekaboo, Skip. Boney is looking at you very mad, Skip. You might have some answering to do, Skip. Skip is not having none of this monies. Can I get some brains? Skip, I just like to tell you that you definitely had missed your cues all day. All day. All day. All right, as long as you know that. All right, we're cool. We're done fighting. We're done fighting today, right, Skip? What does that mean? Y'all heard him. I mean, like, are you trying to threaten your boy? What the words coming out your mouth? Are you serious, Skip? I ate my eggs and Wheaties. I had my protein. I had pineapple. I had the pineapple, Skip. You told me my navies was tasting sweeter, Skips. Today's deep sea diving, Skip. Muff diving at 5, Skip. I I don't want that smoke, Skip. Hell yeah, y'all. Peekaboo, peekaboo. That's right, throw them bananas. We're slippity dibbity dibbity on that banana peels that I find underneath my dumpster rag that some people call my noo. Some people call my dumpster rag a happy fun time. Some people call my dumpster rag more child supports. Depends on who you tickety talks to. There's only once in a while that if you ever end up with a free 99 downtown reach around that goes riggedy wrong on the B hand of the front side of the B hands of the how many cryptocurrencies Skip could rip you off of. That depends on, I mean, how many liggity lies you buy from Skip. He been dumpster diving with me. He just don't have goggles. He ain't out there advertising that hustle muscle. He wears pants, not they be wipies. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody, maybe know somebody that has some brains. Hola, mi amo Z. This is the dark side of the interwebs. Trying to figure out if you trying to saddle up, cowboy, or where you need to get your new plug from, son. I thought that you were gonna try to figure out the best way to throw an old shocker, and then you started playing peekaboo, peekaboo. Hola, mi amos, peekaboo, peek. Why you keep playing peekaboo, peekaboo, peekaboo? Why you keep playing peekaboo with me? I needed the eyeballs. My meat curtains eyeballs. My camel toe is getting extra stretched out. And y'all keep doing the downtown reach about peekaboo, peekaboo. Hola, mi amo Z. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chickity chat? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Y'all, that's your boy. We starving out here. Peekaboo, peekaboo. Thank you guys for laughing and tibbity tapping. This is the dark side of the interwebs. If this is your first time here, I need to know if you like that old shocker, that new shocker. How many times am I gonna have to throw my new at you? For you go dumpster diving with me, I want a first diggity day, son. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Y'all, that's your boy. We starving out here. There ain't no Toro. Toro, no. No Toro. No. There will be no speakings about the Toros in this liggity Toro. Be no Toro. No. Toro go liggity locals. The sun. The bull be buzzing out the horns of the bull be buzzing pony at the bone, chickity chain. I'll be owing more child support before the morning time. No, no Toro. No, we shall not mention the Toro. Never. Never in this liggity life should we ever mention the Toro. No. Unless you need to talk about that douche juice caboose that pops out the backside of the front side when the turtle head starts popping out and peekaboo. Hola, mi amo Z. Can I get some brains up in the chickity check, y'all? Moo. 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 Hola, mi amo Z. Good to see you're still breathing. How y'all doing tonight? I know I've been a little close up there, I think. Poking my head through the hole. I can't, there's no way I could be that close if I'm poking the head through the wall. That looks like where Skip ended up finding out about the birds and the bees. Son. That's right, this is the dark side. Hola, mi amo Z. They call me El Presidente these parts. I try to put bananas down. Just when I thought that I was dunced, they pull me back in. I ain't got no brains. Maybe know somebody that has some brains. Hola, mi amo Z. Good to see you're still breathing. What do you do when they say you only say one thing? Well, I mean, do you just not say that same thing back at them 72 million times? Or, I mean, do you pull out the most radical, sporadical things out your diaper wipies? I mean, I got a big loaf of douche juice in my diaper wipey, but I mean, I could say if you maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that's a brain, maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that's a brain, maybe know somebody that I could say that for hours and hours. Hell yeah, y'all. All right, so that went about 30 minutes. It lasts about 30 minutes. That's longer than one, ain't it? I'm not good with numbers. So then I gotta hit this. Is this the multiples? I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, boom. So 30 minutes, and then boom. So boom. It was really hard to find out about it in the tickety tick-tock, liggity lie. Dang, diggity, dang. Shoot, son. We doing things. But I still gotta figure out whatever. Oh, and then last 2 seconds. Rigmaroles. Like, rigmarole. If I could hit the right multiples. I mean, I feel like it does that thing. But I ain't got no brains. Maybe know somebody that has some brains. And you that's your boy. We starving out here. That's right. This is the dark side out here, son. We trying to figure out the best way to tell everybody to get the best price of their downtown reach around from Skip and or Mama San at the massage parlor or wait, what happened? Oh, wine at the Waffle House. I'm trying to read the comment. Why you try to distract me with the comment? Oh, hitting multiples like Richard's wife with the beef sleeve. Ain't no brains here. I heard that he put the butter packets in the right places. Oh, you don't say so. You do say so. Say so to where the say does happen, when the say does happen, when the say to the say where the say happens, to then too many says in the say, then who has the say where the soy sauce does go up into where the suscumbers had to say where the suscumbers got to say the way to where the glizzies do hit multiples with that grandma totally wrong and who has to say what the say and even having what the say does have to say what the say does have to say because the suscumbers be they be that there's no gas that they will not get a little bit dipping up into. There was there's no way. Why you think you gotta have a zombie cobra and bone chain in order to stay Frank strong, y'all? Stay Frank strong out there. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that has some brains. If you ain't staying Frank strong, you ain't staying plugged